Okay, so we're doing another deep dive today.
Yeah.
And this time it looks like we're hitting on some English learning material.
It looks like it, yeah.
Yeah, it's called 10 Must-Know English Idioms .pdf. And it seems like it's day 7 from something called EnglisPodcast.
Okay, yeah, I see that here.
Yeah, so this is going to be fun because, you know, idioms are one of those things that really can trip people up when they're learning a language.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, they can be really confusing.
They can be really tricky, and
you can't really translate them literally.
you can't translate them literally exactly.
So how to learn them.
So we're gonna dive into these.
Yeah.
And kind of pull out the good stuff for the listener.
I'm really interested to see what they have here because when I glanced at this document, it seemed like it was really well put together. Like there was more than just a list of idioms. It was like they had a whole like podcast script. They had like visuals for YouTube.
And they even had some like SEO strategy and a game to practice.
Wow. Yeah. So this is kind of like
this is really in
full curriculum. Yeah. So very, very cool to see that level of detail.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So we're really going to hone in on these 10 idioms and really figure out what they mean and how they can be used to sound more fluent and natural in English.
Yeah, forget about just memorizing definitions. We want the listener to feel comfortable using these in real life.
That's right.
Yeah.
So the first one we have here is hit the books.
Hit the books.
Hit the books.
This is a very common idiom. It means to study hard.
Okay, so this one's pretty straightforward.
Yeah, pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
The example they give is, I can't party tonight. I need to hit the books for my exam.
Yeah, and you can really hear the anxiety, I think, in that sentence.
Yeah, definitely the weight of that exam looming large.
Yeah.
So that's pretty clear. You know, if you're going to hit the books, you're going to study hard.
Right, and it's kind of a fun way to say it too.
It is, yeah, and they actually give an idea for a visual here, which I thought was hilarious.
Oh yeah.
An animated book actually hitting a student on the head. With like a funny sound effect.
Oh, that's great. I loved it.
That's a good one.
Very memorable.
Very memorable.
Yeah.
So this is one that you would hear like around students, I imagine, or
yeah, definitely. You hear students using this with each other. You probably wouldn't hear a professor saying, "Hey, you need to hit the books."
Probably not.
Maybe they would. I don't know. Maybe if they were
maybe a cool professor.
A cool professor. Yeah, but I think it's more common among students.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's got a little bit of that informal.
A little bit of informality to it, yeah.
Yeah, feel to it. Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. So next up we have break a leg.
Break a leg.
Break a leg. Now, this one is very interesting because if you take it literally,
yeah, you're in trouble.
Outright.
Yeah. That's not good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but of course it doesn't mean that at all.
It means the opposite, right?
It means the opposite. It means good luck.
Good luck.
And it's specifically used in the context of performances like theater music or even presentations.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, you wouldn't say break a leg to someone going to a job interview.
No.
That'd be very strange.
You'd probably freak them out a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
So they give the example, break a leg on your presentation today.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, very common.
So this one is really specific to the world of
performance,
yeah.
It's actually rooted in theater superstition.
Oh, really?
The idea being that by wishing someone bad luck, you'll actually jinx them into having a good performance.
Oh, wow.
So it's kind of a reverse psychology thing.
Interesting, yeah.
Yeah, it's a quirky way to say good luck in that world.
I like that, yeah.
The visual they suggest is quite funny. A dancer literally breaking a leg on stage, but in a comical way, of course.
Yeah.
Just to highlight that ironic twist.
Yeah, that's great. All right, so idiom number 3, we have spill the beans.
Spill the beans.
Spill the beans, and this one just makes me think of like a messy situation.
Yeah, like you said, a messy situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it means to reveal a secret.
Oh, okay, so that makes sense with the messy analogy.
Exactly, yeah, like the secret's been spilled out, now it's everywhere.
Yeah.
The example they give is, who spilled the beans about the surprise party?
Yeah, and you can just imagine everyone's disappointment, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Someone's not happy.
Someone's not happy, yeah.
Yeah.
So spill the beans is really about revealing something that...
That was supposed to be kept secret.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, the visual they have for this one is animated beans spilling little gossip bubbles.
Oh, that's cute. I like it.
I like that one too.
Yeah, very clever.
Very clever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the information or the gossip is...
Yeah, it's getting out there.
Yeah, getting out there, yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so number 4, we have piece of cake.
Piece of cake.
Piece of cake. Now, this is one that everyone wants to hear.
Yeah, who doesn't love cake?
Right. When someone
That's
said
if something's as easy as cake.
something is a piece of cake,
Yeah.
you know it's going to be easy.
Yeah. Sign me up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it means something is very easy.
Exactly.
The example they give is the test was a piece of cake.
Perfect.
Yeah, it just rolls right off the tongue.
Yeah, it doesn't make you think about those stressful exams.
No, not at all.
It makes it sound enjoyable almost.
Right. Makes you wish all tests were a piece of cake.
Yeah, if only.
Yeah.
If only.
Okay, so piece of cake is just a nice way of saying something is
Yeah, it's effortless.
effortless.
Yeah, it's a breeze.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The visual they have is a test paper turning into a cake with a little poof sound.
Oh, I like that.
I like that.
Very visual, very memorable.
Yeah, that's a good one. Okay, so the next idiom we have here is under the weather.
Under the weather.
Under the weather.
Yeah.
Now, this one I always think of as like
Yeah, it's kind of a gloomy one.
a gloomy, yeah.
Yeah, not feeling your best.
Not feeling great.
Yeah.
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 So it means feeling sick or unwell.
Right, but not like seriously ill.
Right.
Just kind of off.
Just a little off. Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit under the weather.
Yeah, like a mild cold or something.
Yeah, exactly.
The example they give is, I'm under the weather today. I need rest.
Makes sense.
Yeah, it's not like you're saying I'm deathly ill.
Right, right.
It's just like I'm a little bit.
Yeah, I need a day off.
Yeah, I need a day off.
Yeah, I need some rest.
I need some rest.
Exactly.
So it's a more gentle way of saying that you're not feeling your best.
Yeah, it is. It is, and it's interesting how we often use that kind of softer language
That's true.
when talking about being sick.
Yeah.
We don't want to be too dramatic about it.
Yeah, we don't want to freak people out.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The visual they have for this one is a person with a little rain cloud just over their head.
Oh, I like that.
I like that one too. It's like their own little personal storm cloud.
Yeah, their own little personal rain cloud. Yeah, very evocative.
Yeah, very evocative.
Yeah.
Okay, so number 6, cost an arm and a leg.
Cost an arm and a leg. Oh boy, this is a painful one.
This one hurts, right?
Yeah. Just hearing it makes my wallet feel lighter.
Yeah, it makes you feel a little bit ill.
A little bit under the weather financially.
Yeah, low under the weather, yeah.
Yeah.
So this one means something is extremely expensive.
Yes, very expensive.
Very expensive.
Yeah, you're really going to feel it in your bank account.
You're going to feel it, yeah.
Yeah.
The example they give is, this phone cost an arm and a leg.
Yeah. And these days, that could be true.
That could be true.
Yeah. Yeah. New phones are not cheap.
They not cheap.
Mm.
Yeah. So it really emphasizes that big financial sacrifice.
Yes, it does.
Yeah. And the visual they have is a price tag with cartoon arms and legs as the currency.
Haha, that's great.
I love that.
Very effective, very memorable.
Yeah. Gets the point across.
Yeah. You won't forget what that idiom means.
Nope. You won't. Okay. So number 7, we've got another one about secrets.
Oh, secrets are coming out everywhere.
Yeah. It looks like it let the cat out of the bag.
Let the cat out of the bag.
And we talked about spill the beans earlier.
We did.
So I'm curious, is this the same thing or is it a little different?
That's a great question. And there is a subtle but important difference.
Okay.
While both spill the beans and let the cat out of the bag refer to revealing a secret, let the cat out of the bag, specifically implies that the revelation was accidental or unintentional.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't on purpose.
Not on purpose at all, just kind of slipped out.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. The example they give is she let the cat out of the bag about the engagement.
Oh, so like she was trying to keep it a surprise and then...
Yeah, maybe she was talking about wedding plans with a friend. Oh.
And accidentally mentioned it.
Oops.
Yeah.
Oop.
Oops. The cat's out of the bag.
The cat's out of the bag.
And now everyone knows.
Now everyone knows. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the surprise element is really key here.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
It's about something being revealed that wasn't supposed to be.
Okay.
Yeah. And the visual they suggest really captures that a cat suddenly jumping out of a gift bag with a surprise sound effect.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, I like that one.
I like that one too.
Very appropriate.
So it's spill the beans. You're saying it could be more intentional or maybe just less accidental.
Yes, exactly. Spill the beans can be more deliberate while letting the cat out of the bag has a stronger sense of, oops, I didn't mean to do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, so then we have bite the bullet.
Bite the bullet. This one sounds a bit painful.
Yeah, it does a little bit.
Yeah, but it's not about physical pain.
Oh.
It's about facing something difficult.
Okay.
Enduring something unpleasant with courage.
Okay, like facing your fears, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like if you're afraid of heights, but you have to go on a roller coaster.
Oh, yeah.
You just got to bite the bullet and do it.
Yeah. The example they give is, I bit the bullet and paid the dentist bill.
Oh, yeah, we've all been there.
We've all been there.
Nobody likes paying those bills.
But sometimes you got to do it.
You got to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's about just getting through something tough, even if you don't want to.
Exactly. It's about that mental toughness.
Mental toughness, yeah.
Yeah, and the visual they suggest is quite funny. A person literally biting down on a bullet. But in a comical way, of course, just to highlight that act of enduring something unpleasant.
I could see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a very visceral image.
It is.
Yeah.
Okay, so next up, hit the nail on the head.
Hit the nail on the head. This is a great one.
Oh, I like this one.
It means to be exactly right about something.
Okay.
To be spot on.
Like when you solve a puzzle or something?
Yes, like you figured it out perfectly.
Yeah.
The example they give is you hit the nail on the head with that analysis.
Yeah, so it's a way of like agreeing strongly with someone.
Exactly. You're saying they're absolutely correct.
Okay.
Yeah, and the visual they suggest is a hammer hitting a nail perfectly straight with a satisfying ding.
Oh, that's good.
Right, it's that feeling of perfect accuracy.
Yeah, like you nailed it.
Yeah, you nailed it, literally.
Literally, yeah.
Aha.
Okay, and our final idiom is burn the midnight oil.
Burn the midnight oil. This one's for all the night owls out there.
Yeah, the all-nighters.
All-nighters, the people who are most productive when the sun goes down.
Yep.
It means to work late into the night.
Oh, okay, so like pulling an all-nighter to finish a project.
Exactly, yeah. The example they give is, I burned the midnight oil to finish the project.
I've definitely done that before.
I think we all have.
Yeah, those deadlines can be tough.
They can be tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So burn the midnight oil is all about putting in those extra hours.
Yeah. It's about working when everyone else is asleep.
Yeah, I can see the image of like the lamp light and
Yeah, the single lamp burning in the darkness.
yeah.
Yeah, and they actually have a really good visual for this one. A lamp glowing with the moon outside someone's hands, typing away, and even a little yawn sound.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah, really captures that feeling of late night effort.
It really does.
Yeah.
So there we have it. 10 really useful English idioms.
We've covered a lot of ground.
We've gone through hit the books,
Break a leg,
spill the beans,
piece of
to
stuff,
ooze the weather,
cost an arm and a leg,
let the cat out of the bag.
wait the bullet, hit the nail on the head, and burn the midnight oil.
And you know, the original material really emphasizes that learning these kinds of everyday expressions can really help your fluency.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
They make your English sound so much more natural.
Yeah. It's like you're really in the know.
Right, like you're not just speaking from a textbook, you're actually using the language the way native speakers do.
Exactly. And I love that they even included a practice game idea.
Oh, tell me about it.
Yeah. So they suggest that you think about which idiom you like best and then try to use it in a funny sentence.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, it's a good way to really make it stick in your mind.
It is, yeah. It's about actively engaging with the language.
Right.
Not just passively memorizing.
That's right.
Yeah.
And the original script even had a cute little closing line where they wished you'd be on cloud 9 after learning these.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah, it wasn't one of our 10 idioms, but
it's a perfect example of how idioms can add color and emotion to our language.
exactly. Yeah. So for all of you listening out there, here's something to think about now that you've learned these 10 idioms.
Yeah.
What other everyday English phrases do you find interesting or confusing?
Yeah. What are some that you've heard that you're not quite sure about?
Yeah, and maybe what stories or mental pictures do you think might be behind those phrases?
Yeah, because every idiom has a story. It has a history. It has a reason why we say it.
Yeah, and thinking about that can really help you understand and remember it.
Exactly.
Yeah. So go out there and explore the wonderful world of English idioms.
Have fun with it.
Have fun with it.
Yeah.
And who knows, maybe we'll do another deep dive on idioms sometime.
I'd love that.
Me too.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us for this deep dive.
It's been a pleasure.
It has been a pleasure, and we'll see you next time.
See you next time.